Hello, welcome to Co-Creating with Cosmic Holly. Today I am doing an Astro Luna Tarot Moon Draw on the Sagittarius full moon that's happening on June 11th, 2025 at 3:43 a.m. Eastern Time at 20 degrees 38 minutes Sagittarius. So the Sagittarius moon energy is on the other side of the coin of Gemini. It's very goal-oriented. It is the centaur with the shooting the arrow. So high goals, high ideals. Sagittarius likes to have a mission. Sagittarius is connected to philosophy and higher learning, higher education, education through culture, through travel, through meeting people from other cultures. It can be religion. It can be divine knowledge, critical thinking. There is a very strong sense of the collective energy with Sagittarius. Learning through the collective, learning through other people. There's a high value for culture and diversity, for art and music and food, customs from other cultures. Sagittarius, we're looking at like the highest of Sagittarius energy is that there's a value in diversity. There's a value in humanity, what humans are capable of. What humans are capable of on a universal level. And before I get into the whole like personal aspects of what's happening with the full moon, we're really, I feel like we're really seeing Sagittarius energy in action. In this last week, with so much protesting and standing up to fascism. That feels very Sagittarian to me. Sagittarius will speak out about what's going wrong. Will speak out for the underdog. Will take action for the underdog. Will speak out against hypocrisy. There we go. Jupiter, which is the planet that rules Sagittarius, has just moved into Cancer. And Cancer is the mother, Cancer is the nurturer, Cancer is ruled by the moon. So I'm seeing that in a couple of ways. One, that the mama bear in people is waking up. There's going to be this expansive energy regarding protecting one another, protecting the underdog again, protecting people who are kind of left behind by society, and that our feelings are going to be more expanded with each moon, because the moon, which is also ruled by Cancer, rules our emotions. And so this is the first full moon with Jupiter in Cancer. So it's interesting that Jupiter rules Sagittarius. The other thing that I want to say about Sagittarius is that Sagittarian energy would see diversity as a strength. Monoculture and inbreeding destroys. They destroy. So we need music. We need love. We need art. We need food. We need critical thinking. We need freedom to follow our enthusiasm, to follow our hearts. Enthusiasm is divine. Enthusiasm is a trait of Jupiter, and Jupiter is about truth with a capital T. So it's going to be interesting to see how things unfold on the world scale. On the personal scale, these things are happening for each of us individually. Too. So, as I say every full moon, think back to 2 weeks ago, to the new moon. 2 weeks ago, we had the new moon on May 26, 2025 in Gemini. What is becoming clear, or what has become clear for you in the last 2 weeks? And from that clarity, what are you committing to? You know, are your goals changing? Or what goals are you going to continue to work toward? What are you declaring? What are you declaring? There's an energy to Sagittarius that is also like I said, universal. So there's sort of a how is this helping the collective? How is this goal helping the collective? How is this thing I'm committing to opening me to something bigger? Also, looking at the gestation cycles, we're looking at the new moon from 18 months ago. So that's the new moon in Sagittarius from, I think it's December 12th, 2023. What was going on then? What goals were you creating? And what is unfolding for you now? What are you, what are you standing up for? What are you committing to? And you can also think back to 9 months ago at the first quarter moon on September 11th, 2024. If you go in 9-month increments, it can help you sort of remember what was going on. I mean, most of us can't even remember what was going on 2 weeks ago. I don't know. Anyway, love over fear. When we take action, we want to think about love over. If we're feeling fearful, to take a breath and allow love to come through. Love over fear while standing up for what is right. Because that's what Sagittarius does. They stand up for what they believe is right. So while I was shuffling, one of these cards jumped out. And it is, the Ace of Pentacles. So here we have this little rabbit looking at this coin. I find this card, I love this deck. I find this card really fascinating because, well, first of all, when we think about aces, there's always some inspiration, there's always some divine, something divine and new coming in. there is with the Pentacles, it's connected to the earth, it's connected to our physical reality, but it's also bringing the divine into the physical. It's not turning our backs on physical reality in order to have a religious or spiritual experience. The experience of being alive, being physically on the planet, being in a physical body is spiritual, or can be spiritual, right? So this is a new inspiration for, gosh, it can mean so many things, but here we have fertility, the rabbit. We have this coin, which is money, and it comes from the earth. You know, this is gold. It comes from deep within the earth. And we have this center. This looks almost like a wheel. So there's this, if we turn toward the center, that's where we get inspiration. We turn inward within ourselves. We might not physically see what is inspiring, right? But we get the message, right? We get this inkling to do something. We get, maybe there's an idea for something that will help us make money. There might be so on a very basic level, this could be like new opportunities for making money, or for some new treatment or medicine that can help with health, or maybe beginning a new health program. That would actually be something very Sagittarian, like you're feeling something. A Sagittarius might want to, you know, get on a bicycle and ride, or go for a run and kind of work that out. So it might be a whole new exercise program or something like that. But looking at this card, we see these 4 arrows, which are spirit and matter. Also could be the 4 directions: north, east, south, and west. So the east is beginning, the south is the east is like where we get ideas and things begin. The south is, and it's air. The south is fire, where we start to move with passion. We allow play to happen. It's summer. So the east is spring, summer. The west is where we feel emotion, where emotion is. It's water. It's diving into the mystery. And then we have the north, which is earth, which is manifestation. So there's spirituality in the physical reality. Also, I love this card too, because it's like we're also animals. We're connected to the earth. We are connected to the earth. We live here. We're part of nature. And to go against nature is to go against ourselves. And to go against ourselves is to go against nature. When we go against another person, we go against ourselves. So when we follow our enthusiasm, and that's what the Ace is about. We get the enthusiasm, East. We get inspired to take action. We move through feelings and almost pass through an initiation in a way. Something the action changes us, and then we experience the manifestation. It's the 4 seasons too. And also the cross-quarter holidays, the half seasons. So right now, whatever goals we're getting clarity on, whatever we're committing to during the Sagittarius full moon, there's a lot of potential and fertility for success, for that goal to bring us something in the material, tangible realm, and also growth of the spirit. This also looks like a wheel, and we turn to the center. That's what I was saying before. We get quiet, we look within, we get information, or we get we get guidance on what the next step is. So this is saying, you know, you're following some spirit guidance to bring success into, I don't want to say success, I guess success, actualization, I like that word better. Actualization and manifestation is what we're looking at here. So, and it's something that you yourself may not have thought of before. So there's going to be some new information that comes in that gets you, kitty, that gets you prepared for actualization. So look at your goals, review your goals, decide what you're committing to, and wait for information for the next action to take. All right. There's a lot going on in the world right now. That is for sure. And in our individual lives, right? We're halfway through the year. And we're at the turning too. In a week, we're in a new season. In about a week and a half after this full moon, we are moving into the solstice. So a turning of the wheel. If you'd like a reading from me, you can reach out to me at holly-troy.com/tarot and see what I have to offer and book a reading. All my readings are 25% off for 2025. 2026, everything goes back up to their normal price. Have a great week. And I would love to hear if anything new comes to you, or how you're committing to your goals, how you're committing to whatever it is that you've learned at this full moon, And remember, love over fear. Peace. See you next week.